Okay, hi guys. So I am getting ready to show my hair some TLC. It's been braided now for a couple of weeks, and so I'm going to wash it. I'm going to re-crimp it. I got some questions about how did I make it crinkly. So I'll show you guys that. I thought I did, but I'll show you guys that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some more hair, and I need to make it thicker. So because when I pull it up in a ponytail, it's not thick enough. It's not thick enough. I need it to be like a little more thicker. So what I do is I just take some of the ones where I feel like it's bigger, and I'll just break it down and make it two. And let me show you how I take my hair down. You know how a lot of people, they'll cut it up to where their hair ends and then they'll pick it out. That just takes forever. So what I do is I start pulling it, and then it gathers. So then I'll straighten that out. Little pull again, straighten it out, and I take my time to do it, you know. And that's much faster than picking it out. So then I'll just detangle this piece, and I'll just make it two braids, and that way it'll give me more density. And I'll do that to maybe 10 of the braids. So I'll make 10 braids, 20 braids, and I think that'll give me, because it's just a little too thin. I want my ponytail, when I put it up in a bun, have more weight to it. Just attaching the hair. This is something that I used to do for many years. I actually used to do it on the side and braid people's hair, but I'm too old now. My hands get so stiff, like the next day. Ooh, my hands would be so sore after doing, you know, 2 or 3 braids, heads of braids over the weekend or something like that. But for me now, doing my own, my fingers don't get sore, but I just don't have the patience. Like, I just be so irritated, like, oh, I can't wait to get done. So definitely not something that I am willing to do anymore for anybody else. But it's so super convenient. Y'all see my grays coming in. I'm not even worried about that part. Because my hair, when I say, because usually when I braid my hair, the last time I didn't keep it up long because I let somebody else braid it. And I didn't like it as much. But this set of braids is going to stay in. Usually when I braid my hair, ain't no taking it down. It stays braided. So it took me forever to feel like braiding and to make myself braid it and all of that, because I did not want to do it. But I mean, I wanted it braided, but I didn't feel like going through the process. It is a long process. But now that it's up, it's going to stay up. I wash my hair with the braids. I don't wash it as regularly. So every day when I take a shower, I just put it up on top of my head. I don't get it wet. But I mean, I do wash it regular. Like well, I wash my hair normally once a week, but with these braids, I kind of just rinse them. I don't like go through the whole shampoo and conditioner. I don't do that every week. And I thought my hair, the braids was going to be too hot. That was my main concern, if it was going to be too hot underneath my helmet. Excuse me, but it hasn't been. My helmet has vents in it. It has openings in it so where my hair could breathe. It's designed to keep your head cool when you're riding. So yeah, I didn't have any problems. I'm pretty sure you guys, you don't need a tutorial on how to braid. If you do, there's plenty of them out there. That's not what this is about. It's so funny because one time somebody asked me a question. I was like, oh yeah, just go on YouTube. There's plenty of tutorials out there. And they was like, no, but I want you to show me. I'm like, oh, okay. So that would just have to come from a request. Today is Monday. Monday, I don't even know the date. Is it the 9th? Oh, wait a minute. I got a webinar class to join. I'm taking this online webinar for photography.
You guys are already logging in, and I would love to know where y'all are tuning in from. I'm based out of Franklin, Tennessee, which is this amazing creative community that's a suburb of Nashville. Wow, so it looks like you guys are tuning in from all over the world. Helen's from Boston, Teresa from Asheville, Maria from Maui. Wow, that's nice.
I'm gonna turn that down and show y'all one more, and then I'm gonna watch that and finish doing some more braids. I'll come back when it's time to wash and show y'all. So again, you just take a piece and you just pull it. You see how that just pulled, and then it'll bunch up right here, and you just want to smooth that out. Hold your hair, straighten it out, and you just want to be careful at the end so you're not pulling your ink. But you see how easy my hair comes down, super easy. And that's because I don't braid it super tight, because I know the takedown, I want it to be just like that. And I can just go through there. When I'm ready to take this down, I'll just sit and do that and pull them all out. So I'm gonna break that down into two. Tune into this webinar and I will be back. Okay, so now I have my desired thickness. I thickened them up a little bit. I'm gonna just take some plain water and get my hair saturated. Mainly my scalp, not the whole length of the braid. Just get my scalp wet. To me, this process makes it easier, so I'm not spending a bunch of time in the shower running the water. I got some shampoo, and this is just some Garnier Fructis. It was about that much in there, and I just added some water to get it a little more soupier. Kind of stretch it a little bit, make it easier to apply. It'll eventually run down the whole length of the hair in the shower, so it'll all get clean. But for this part, I'm just mainly focusing on my hair, my scalp. It's gonna drip out a little bit. Then I can take my time and not, you know, stir it about, but just get in here and scratch my scalp to lift any buildup. And then when I go in the shower, I could just let it all rinse out. And that is how I wash it. I don't usually go through the process of deep conditioning and all that. I will put a leave-in. Once I'm done, I'll just put a leave-in. And just keep it moisturized through the week. The one I could add some more water to get it stirred up a little bit. So you know how sometimes when you wash your hair, you lather it up and rinse it, and then you'll lather it up again and rinse it. You might do that a couple times. Well, this only do it once. So once I rinse it, that's it. That's why I make sure I get in there real good. And that's it. I used to get my edges real good because that's why I put a lot of gel when I'm gel. Sometimes, you know, I gel down my baby hairs. Okay, it's all rinsed out. I kind of towel dried as much water out of it as I could. Still may drip a little bit, but that's okay. So I like it to be crinkled, even though I wear it up a lot, instead of just straight. And as you can see, the crinkles are still there, but since I added those other braids, and after a while, you know, a couple weeks, or especially after you wash it, the crinkles kind of loosen up a little bit. So I just took a small amount, and you can make them as big or as thick as you want them, and just really crank it. And I like to crank it down and make it as tight as I can get it, so that they're not just waves, but they're actual crinkles. Get down to the end, I'll just secure the end with a little bit of little bitty rubber band. And I'll end up snipping the ends again. So I'll do one more, just take a section about that big and just braid it up as tight as I can. And I got my water boiling on the stove. You can microwave it in any type of container. Just winding that rubber band up to make it tight. And then I'll go through and finish. Okay, so now I have all the braids braided, and then I just literally take this and dip it in hot water. And I just have a pot on the stove, and I just dip it in that. You can microwave a cup or however you want to dip your hair in the water, and it only needs to stay in the water for a few seconds. If I can record that part, I will. If not, hopefully you get the gist of what I'm saying. I'll be back. Okay, so I already dipped them downstairs, but I saved one so you can see. Just have a towel, a cup of hot water, and just dip it. Count to 10. Have that towel ready to catch it so it doesn't touch your face. And that's it. And then I just take them down, but I like to let them set for a while. They don't have to be all the way dry. They're going to be damp for a while, but I like to get most of the water off so they're not dripping. So I just pull them back out of my way until I'm ready to take them down. Because like I said, I like to let them just set for a while. Sometimes I'll let them just dry overnight. They'll really be set if you do that. But that is that, and I will be back. Okay, so I'm gonna just start taking these down. About an hour or so has passed. So they're still kind of damp but not dripping. But I want them down because that'll help them dry faster. And they're nice and crinkly. And it'll just stay like this for a while. After a couple of weeks it might drop, or you can always re-crinkle them as much as you want. You can make smaller sections to make them even more crinkle, but that's good enough for me. Okay, so I got it all crimped. I never wear it down like this. Sometimes I might like pop on a hat. Cute little hat. I think that look is cute. Or a scarf. Let me show you what a scarf look might look like. Kind of just do it like that and tie it. You can tie it in so many different ways. Something like that. Or my favorite way to wear it is just using one of these black stretchy bands. I showed you guys this before. Got my ponytail nice and full like I like it this time. Pull it through once and pull it halfway through the second time. And here's where I start forming my messy bun. Kind of let some pieces fall on the side. Stretch some pieces out like that. I can leave it like that, or if I want it more sculpted, I could pin it. Just put some bobby pins in various places. Kind of like that. No two buns are ever the same. Just like that. And I love it. So there's some hair sticking out here in the back. I want that more up in the bun. Sometimes if I go up underneath and grab that band, instead of pinning it, I could just tuck it back inside the band. Like that. I just kind of play with it till I get a look that I like. Kind of like that. Pieces kind of hang down randomly. And that is it. So my hair is freshly washed, freshly crimped. These braids will be staying in all summer. All summer long. This piece right here I want to pin down. There we go. Like that. Alright you guys, it's hot in this bathroom. I am done. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next time.